You! Okay, I apologize for that. That was probably the 90th time that I've made this joke. Okay, maybe not that many times. But hey, guys, what's up? It's PkmariO, not your Uncle PkmariO. That's only when I'm playing Super Smash Brothers. Uh, um, and, well, Thursday was my birthday. Thursday, June the 15th. Yeah, and last year I turned 14 and I unboxed a King DDD amiibo. I'm not gonna say my age because I know that you can do the math. Hopefully. So anyway, time for me to show you all my birthday haul, if you even really care. Get out of here, Ness. Nobody likes you. Ike Reviews is right. I'm just kidding. A lot of people like you, Ness. So, first off, I'm going to start with something that I've only just started collecting, and I'm just sorry if my voice is getting a little bit more quiet, but I'm just reaching over to grab them. I've actually recently started to collect records, and by recently, I mean I got my first one on my birthday, and I got the rest today. I got this first one from Sunrise Records. It's actually just sort of like one of those reproduction ones that are easily readily available in stores. If you want authentic records, which I do have, then you can go to used record stores. They have plenty of those. So first off, here we have a Beatles album. It's no particular album, just a collection of their songs from 1967 to 1970. So yeah, this was, I think it was that one album, I can't remember what it's called, but it just recently turned 50 years old, and it's got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely, whatever it's called, and then Strawberry Fields, you know, the song that has the alleged I buried Paul lyrics. Even though that theory is kind of stupid, I don't really believe in it, but it is kind of eerie either way, just the thought that it might actually be true. But yeah, anyway, it's two records here, actually, and, yeah, the Beatles. Outside of this, the only other thing that I have that's Beatles related is, the song Come Together. I have that on my phone. But yeah, I think Come Together is on the second record, the second side of the second record, and it's the second track, so 222. No, it's not Illuminati. Let's see now. That was the reproduction record that I got from Sunrise Records. Now, these next three are authentic ones that I got from a used record store. First off, this one, a lot of you might not recognize aside from the one song that the album is named after. Here it goes. This is a somewhat obscure album. It's Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. It's mainly only known for that one song because Michael Jackson sang the chorus in it. And of course, anything that Michael Jackson touches becomes popular. And, well, you might be wondering how someone like this guy managed to get Michael Jackson to work with him. Well, it's because they were childhood friends. I did my research. Don't worry. And, well, actually, Rockwell is pretty good. He's an underrated artist, too. He only put out 3 albums. The other 2 did not do well at all with critics. But, yeah, check out some of his songs. Like, not just Somebody's Watching Me, but some of his other songs. Like, Obscene Phone Caller is his only other, really big hit. Then there's also Taxman, which is a Beatles cover. Then there's the rest of the songs. My favorite song from this album, which my dad doesn't really like, I don't know why, but it's called Wasting Away. This song right here. Yeah. So let's move on to the third album. Now, this is someone who you guys might be a bit more familiar with. And first off, you may know who he is just for the fact that he wears sunglasses. He's actually blind. Um, so if you couldn't already guess, it's Stevie Wonder, and it's his Characters album. This one came out in 1987, the same year as Michael Jackson's Bad album, which I do have, but it's a CD. And speaking of Michael Jackson, right there. And that's the main reason why I bought this album, but also because I really like some of Stevie Wonder's songs. So yeah, I'm gonna get, you ain't gonna get. Anyway, this last one is one that you will definitely know, because it's Michael Jackson, but it's also his brothers. It's a Jackson's album, but which one? One of the less popular ones, I'd assume, because it was one of the last ones. This one has the great song State of Shock on it, which is a duet with Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger. It's a really good song, and this would just so happen to be the Victory album, which has all four Jackson brothers, or all six of them rather, um, wearing futuristic costumes, sort of, and they're standing in the middle of a highway which goes up towards the Milky Way. Yeah, I mean, this album's art is pretty good, but the thing is, aside from Michael and Jermaine, this is Michael right here, if you couldn't already tell by the moonwalking shoes, and I think this is Jermaine. The rest of them, just by looking at this art, you can't really tell who's who. On the inside, you can see that all six of them. Actually, there is a seventh one, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you may have thought that there was only 5 Jackson brothers, but there's actually 6, because Marlon, Jermaine, Tito, Michael, and Jackie, they were in the Jackson 5. Then there was Randy, who's the youngest of all the brothers, and I think it was Jermaine or one of the guys that left, and Randy took his place. But yeah, I believe that this one might be Randy, although I'm not certain on that one. But yeah, it shows on the record sleeve which each of the Jacksons are, and also, if you've never seen a record before, which I mean, I don't know how you would have gone as far as you have without seeing a record. Well, this is just the sleeve. But yeah, there's all the brothers. You've got Jermaine, Michael, Marlon, Jackie, Tito, and Randy. Well, actually, I'm not really sure who's who. I mean, the cover art is really good, but I just can't tell which Jackson is which. Yeah, and so here's the record for those of you that have managed to avoid ever seeing one before. This is what music was on before CDs, and especially before MP3s. Like I said, I don't know how you would have avoided seeing what a record looks like up until this point, but in case you ever wanted to see one, that's what they look like. Now, records, in case you didn't know, actually came in 2 sizes. There's these ones, which were more common. These are 12-inch ones. I'll just put this away later. And then there was 7-inch ones. The 12-inch ones, as far as my research has gone, they could hold 25 minutes worth of songs on both sides, and they can hold up to 6 songs, I believe it was. So in total, you can hold up to 12 songs on these albums, a total of 50 minutes. However, that's not all. Well, obviously, a turntable would have to be in there somewhere, otherwise I can't even play any of these records. But there is something else. Something that Ness at the beginning should have given you a subliminal message of, you... Okay, done. La. Feel free to spit out whatever you were just drinking prior to seeing this come on screen. Yes, this is a physical copy of Earthbound. I'm not gonna say how much was spent on this, but yeah, this is the real deal, boys. One of the rarest Super Nintendo games. It's also not only the most famous rare Super Nintendo game, but it's also a really good game. Yeah, Earthbound. It's in overall decent shape, and so were the records. Like the Beatles record I bought new, so of course it would be in good condition. But also the Jacksons and Stevie Wonder album, they were both in really good shape, but they just had surface scratches on them. And then there was the Rockwell album, which was in pristine condition. Which, I mean, that's actually kind of hard to find, especially with an album like that. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Wish your fathers a happy Father's Day, and I will see you all later. Bye.